guys, and welcome back to Cozumel. Today we'll be continuing on with our adventure, exploring cenotes before continuing on to the beachy town of Tulum. We'll also be exploring a wonder of the world. We had been staying at the resort for the week on Cozumel, but we did have the chance to actually leave the island and head back to the mainland to do our first cenote dive in the Maya Riviera. So we had to pack up all of our dive gear and transport it. First, we took a taxi to the ferry in Cozumel. We took the ferry from Cozumel to Playa del Carmen, and then Dressel Divers picked us up in Playa del Carmen in vans and trucks, and we headed off to the cenotes. When you arrive at the cenote, it's really cool. So you drive in, it almost looks like you're driving through a forest, and then out of nowhere you see a few little huts pop up. It's really cool, especially since we do most of our dives in the ocean, to be on the mainland getting ready for a dive. The first time you see a cenote is mind-blowing. They look like these beautiful, beautiful, still almost like ponds. But when you first put your face in them, you can see just how far they go, and it's another world. It really does feel like another world. Without further ado, let's get into it. It was an amazing dive. When we left the water, we were all mind blown. We did 2 dives in the cenote. We took a different route each path, but totally recommend. If you have the chance to dive in the cenotes when you're in Mexico, do it. You won't regret it. It's a fantastic experience. After the dive, we packed up all of our things and headed back to Cozumel. So Kolton and I, the next day, we packed up all of our things and we headed back to Playa del Carmen and caught the bus to Tulum. Tulum is very laid back. We really wanted to take some chill time after a full week of diving. We ended up renting bikes, which if you looked into Tulum, that's a big thing. Renting bikes and getting around that way. I would definitely suggest doing some research on your bike company that you're renting from. As you can see, there are a ton of other people that rent these bikes. It's a very, very popular thing to do. Great way to get around. The Tulum beaches are beautiful, and you can often find some very interesting things happening there. The Tulum ruins are an important part of the Mayan history, Mayan culture. I'll let you do your own research into that, but it's a fantastic way to immerse yourself a little bit in the culture of Tulum, and it's pretty affordable to actually get in, spend some time there. We're balling on a budget, so we tend to go for more affordable activities, other than diving, obviously. There were some really bougie spots in Tulum too, which is, if that's your jam, you can get some stellar Instagram photos. There's some really, really cool spots, but that's not really our jam, and I don't think they let us in there because we look like total bums. But yeah, these little spots are really, really cool to see. So before we left Mexico, we absolutely had to squeeze in one more cenote dive in the iconic Dos Ojos cenote. So we dove on the Barbie line and the Batman line with ProTec divers, and it was incredible. Highly recommend this dive shop. Very, very focused on safety and ensuring that you have the most positive experience possible. We also absolutely had to check out Chichen Itza. It's a wonder of the world, and we learned a lot about the importance of cenotes in Mayan culture as a passage to the underworld. Absolutely recommend if you're there. And after Chichen Itza, we swung by Cenote Chikin Ha, which was incredible. It was so beautiful. It took our breath away. I've gone ahead and linked some dive shops below if you guys are interested in checking out any diving on your next trip to Mexico. Thank you so much for following along with our Cozumel adventures. We'll have lots more travel, diving, exploring to come, so stay tuned. And thank you so much for watching.